Well, now that we've visited the All-American family, we're going to look at another part of life. But I forgot to ask you the first time I came out, please stay behind at the end of the show. We will have the directors, some of the actors, and the playwrights here who want to hear what you have to say about your work. Oh, please, turn off your cell phone. Thank you.
Not for you to decide, that's for Hal here to decide.
No, this will be the last time. I don't think I have the strength to keep doing this.
And who is to blame for that?
Oh, you're enjoying this, aren't you? You enjoy watching us fall.
I take no pleasure in any of this. I feel nothing. You and Hal can rise together or fall together. That is your choice. Whether it ends here and now or not, that is Hal's choice.
He doesn't even know me.
Knowing you or not, spirits can guide. Nothing else. Hal's letting go of his life.
I'm tired. I'm tired of not existing in his eyes. No, this has got to be the end.
Do you really think that's wise?
You can't stop me. I'm the guy. I get to do this. Again.
I know my duty and can do nothing else. I will do my duty with or without you. Bitter spirit, I do not have your freedom or your danger. Now, it is time.
Last time.
Harold, open your eyes.
Oh, come on. We haven't got time for this. Open your eyes.
What the hell? Where did you get my pajamas?
Oh, that's a stupid question.
What's going on? What have you done to me? What did you... God, don't touch me!
It's all right. Everything is all right.
You stay away from me. I don't need your help. How did you get me here? What's going on? Why are you dressed like
I
me?
can. You must listen to me.
Start with where I am. What sort of place is this? Just tell me that, please.
You have to calm down for me. Now, I know this isn't easy, but everything is as it should be.
Why don't you try calming down yourself, Sonny, and see if Hal follows?
Can you calm down? Good. Good, that's good. This is not going to be easy to get. You have to trust me. You have to know you can trust me. Look at me. Can you trust me? Do you know that?
I can trust you. Why can I trust you? Who are you?
We'll get to that. All your questions will be answered one way or another. We have to do this carefully and quickly.
You have all the time in the world to make your decision, Harold Bimmel. Don't let Sonny here rush you, Hal. Neither spirit nor mind can make a move without the other. Once you go forward, you cannot go back.
My dad called me that. Where did he get that?
You should know these answers already.
Should? don't know anything. Look at this. What kind of place is this? I know that guy looks familiar to me. I don't know who you are. I don't even know why you brought me
I
here.
know you don't know me. You said you can trust me, so trust me. If you'll give yourself a second, forget about being afraid or angry. Give yourself a second to remember.
What did your mother tell
Please
you?
stay out of this. What do you remember?
I remember... No. Wait, I do remember. I remember things I thought I had forgotten. I even remembered that I had forgotten them.
Good. That's good. You're getting it. The first time you ate solid food, what did you have for dinner?
Time for something new, Sonny, she said. Vienna sausage. She called them hot dogs, but they were Vienna sausage, 5 of them, cut in half and fed to me. I can see her face so clearly as she's feeding me. I can almost reach out and touch.
Good. Good. That's good. Now, the last thing you remember, can you tell me that?
Slow down, Sonny. Let Hal here remember every detail, each momentous moment.
He was scared before. He'll be scared again if he remembers too much. I get to do this my way, please.
I'm only offering my expert opinion.
I get to do this my way.
You are the guide. Yes, you get to do this your way.
She used to call me Sonny. Dad would call me Hal, and Mom would call me Sonny. Why is he calling you that?
Mommy and Daddy aren't here, Hal. Just you. Only you.
The last thing you remember.
Coming home from work. It was late. I was tired. I dropped off my briefcase on the dining room table and took my shoes off. Do you know any of this?
Yes, some.
I didn't want to wake up my wife, Rachel, make her angry. You know all about this, don't you? About Rachel and me. You know the whole story.
We were talking about what you remember.
I was tired. It was late. She wasn't asleep. She was sitting in front of the mirror, brushing her hair, and glaring at me from her reflection. I didn't say anything, couldn't think of anything we hadn't already said. Yelled. I went to the bathroom, changed out of my suit into my pajamas, and climbed into bed. Rachel just sat there brushing her hair. I closed my eyes. I remember going to sleep. I remember the whole process of going to sleep. Something in my head, something just, no,
You're dead, Hal. Dead. Dead.
So, what do you say?
Harold, you cannot change what has happened.
You know, this might be a good time to try guiding, Hal.
I'm dead. No, I can't be. This can't be what happens. I'm really dead?
Only physically dead, actually. The only true death is the death of the spirit.
You can't interfere with this. You can't tell him things like that.
And you think I'm talking to him? Why? You know, he can't hear me if you don't listen.
I'm hearing just fine. I'm dead. I'm not deaf. I'm dead. This is death. Will one of you tell me what's going on?
It's easy, Hal. Life, as the mind recalls it, is a series of choices. The choices do not end because the physical body ceases to be. Life, as the spirit recalls it, on the other hand.
I've seen you before. Who the hell are you? I thought I was supposed to be met by my loved ones.
And who would those be, Hal?
Forget about him. You're almost there. You're just on the edge of getting it. Hey, look at me.
If I can remember everything else, why can't I remember where I've seen him before? Why not that?
Pay attention to me, damn it.
Sonny, let Hal go down whatever road he chooses.
You have no stake in what happens here. You don't even care what happens here.
You're right. I don't, but then I'm not here to care. I have a job to do and can do nothing else. When this is over, I know where I will be. Do you? Do you know what your job is? Do you know why you're here?
Let me try and paint a picture for you, Harold. This is not what death is all about.
Not as you see it, Sonny, but as Hal here
The
sees
life
it.
you remember so clearly is clearly over. Through that door is nothing Harold Bimmel has ever experienced, a whole new realm of...
Life, as the mind remembers it, is a series of choices. The choices do not end because the physical
Let
body...
the man explain.
You really don't know what Sonny is, do you?
Pay attention to me. To me. He doesn't care what happens here. He's only here...
Do not presume to know why I am here, bitter spirit!
Look, Sonny, whoever you are, just tell me what he's talking
Through
about.
that door is a whole new realm! The life you remember is over. You can't live that life. But you can go back.
But you said it was over. Cannot be relived.
No, not as you remember, no. You remember a series of choices. Each choice could lead to a new direction, a new life.
Sonny, how does that affect Hal personally?
The life you remember. You can go back to one, but only one of those choices. You will choose differently.
You're not making any sense.
But where you remember going left, you will go right instead. Remember when you were 5?
I was in kindergarten when I was 5.
You were on the playground.
Tommy Watkins.
What about Tommy Watkins?
He used to beat me up, is that it? Yeah. I used to get beat up by Tommy Watkins. From day one, he pushed me down.
You chose to cry.
I didn't choose to cry. I was scared. And it hurt.
Yes, I know. It was a perfectly normal reaction. Think, Harold. There were many other perfectly normal reactions to the same event. It was an unconscious choice, admittedly, but a choice nonetheless. You could have done nothing.
Could have gone nothing random.
You could have laughed in Tommy Watkins' face.
Could have kicked his fat legs out from under him, beat the living crap out of him.
Yes, now you're thinking.
Every time he hit me, I cried. I was nothing. I was absolutely nothing. I had no other purpose than for him to hit, and if he wasn't hitting...
You left that world at 45, 40 years after the fact, yet there is still pain in you from that moment.
It's not pain. I never did a damn thing to him, not a damn thing. I was 5 years old.
Anger. Anger, then. Why are you angry? Because he beat you up?
I'm angry because I cried. Yes, maybe I'm angry because I cried.
40 years after that day, that one moment. Can you imagine your life without that pain, that anger?
No.
Don't let me get in the way, Sonny. If Hal here is going to imagine anything, he's going to need you to do it. The mind cannot imagine without the spirit to lead it.
It would be different. Think of that unconscious choice. Think of that unconscious choice changing. See the moment after the first time you cried and you not crying.
I laughed instead. Take it as a joke.
You got up in that moment while Tommy Watkins registered a reaction he wasn't expecting.
I'm smiling at him. Not crying because of him.
He has taken nothing from you, not one moment of joy. Would you be jumping at shadows well into your college years? Think about your first date.
Helen Richardson. I really liked Helen Richardson. You know, she wanted me. We went to a movie that first night. I drove her home. She wanted me to.
No, but you couldn't.
I wasn't ready for that. My first date.
Harold Bimmel, who laughed, would have had more confidence with Helen Richardson because she wouldn't have been your first date. You would have been able to ask a girl out well before Helen because Tommy Watkins wouldn't have started taking it away on the kindergarten playground. A confident you.
Would have been able to handle Helen Richardson wanting to get more intimate.
And that would have changed everything. How? Oh, please, the possibilities from there.
It was an aneurysm. They killed him, right? Tell me this. What difference would it make if it were Helen Richardson or Rachel Bimmel sitting at that table, still dead at 45?
It wasn't always like that.
Careful, son. Don't tell what you know.
Because you wouldn't have been afraid to go outside. You would have been stronger. You would have gotten more exercise when you were younger. You would have taken better care of yourself. You would have lived longer. You would have... yes, but eventually, yes, you would be lined up here with me with this choice.
But I don't know who you are. I've seen him before, I know, but I don't remember you.
Yeah, I know. You can go back to that moment if you like. That choice will change, but only that choice. You will not cry. Everything else will unfold as it should.
One choice. One shot only. After that, you're on your own.
I could live longer. Life with Helen Richardson.
It's a definite possibility, not out of the question. But if you change that one choice, nothing else is guaranteed. Nothing. Now, you can go back, or we can go forward.
Forward. Where?
Through that door.
I could be rich. Born into wealth. I could choose that.
Did you choose your parents, Helen?
No, not born into wealth. You cannot alter what was against your will. You will always be Harold Bimmel, born on September 17th to Claudia and Richard Bimmel. That wasn't up to you. Your mother would still try to instill her strong Baptist morals. Your father would spend his life as a salesman. You would still wake up at night to you stumbling home and her slowly distancing herself. You'd grow up in the same house, go to the same school. They chose these things for you, for us, for you. These are things you cannot change. Only the choices you made.
You know, you're really not very...
You're supposed to stay out of this.
There is a much more real death spirit. You remember that, don't you?
Only you would change, Harold. Only you, nothing else. Forward through that door is a new experience, a whole new realm.
Why are you lying?
You can't interfere!
A weak spirit is a poor guy. A lying
What
spirit.
is he talking about? Who are you?
He doesn't even know me. 1,000 times back and forth, and he still doesn't know me, doesn't see me.
And whose fault is that?
We? Nothing we have experienced before? You said we. What does that mean, we?
There are some things I can't tell you.
Some things, Hal, you have to figure out for yourself.
And then where do we go from there, huh? Can you tell us that?
1,000 lifetimes trying to change the mind and not once trying to change yourself. Sonny, only one thing keeps you alive. You do not have to be weak.
Oh, you want control over this. Oh, that's fine. Yeah, it's all yours.
It's not about control. Control is never the issue. The possibilities for Harold Bimmel are endless. Possibilities neither you nor Hal have ever entertained. So fixated on the choices made and not the choices influenced. Imagine Tommy Watkins changing. Imagine Tommy Watkins choosing not to inflict that pain, choosing not to push Harold Bimmel down. Now ask yourself, who have you hurt? What pain have you caused?
This will get us nowhere. This will get us 1,000 more lifetimes right here, and everything the same.
You ask for my help. You ask for Hal's trust, and you offer nothing. What's that?
What do I have to give?
A chance, maybe? If you won't listen to me, what chance does Harold have? Choose one thing. We're in this together, somehow.
Yes, we're in this together, somehow.
Well, Sonny, are you willing?
All I want to do is end this. I'm willing to do whatever it takes to move beyond this limbo.
Through that door is not an end. Through that door is a judgment. Is Harold Bimmel ready for that? With a spirit so willing to dive into one unknown, so afraid of the endless amount of others, so ready to reach for that knob, and so afraid to try anything else.
How can anything change when he doesn't even know me?
You keep saying I should know you.
Yes, you should know me as well as your own reflection, as well as I should be your own reflection.
Then change one thing. The only thing standing in the way is you. Allow Hal to know me for once.
Oh, I give up.
You can't do that. The only death is the death of the spirit.
No, fine, he's all yours.
Good choice. You know me, Hal, don't you?
I'm not sure I know anything. In every image I ever had of death, this has never occurred to me.
You said you remember everything of your life. Do you remember anything before?
Before, no. No, wait. A face. Your face. You were there. In the beginning, you were there. You leaned over me and you said, shh.
You know me. We'll leave it at that. Do you remember your hopes, your dreams?
Of course.
Do you remember falling in love?
I don't. I can't.
Is this going to get us anywhere?
Not if you keep getting in the way. Love is not a choice. Love is not the mind's domain. Do you see what I'm getting at here?
It's not going to work.
Fine. If you don't want my help,
I must have, though. I'm married.
I didn't ask for what should have been. Now, you keep looking at it and trying to push it into the shape that it should be in. You can't do that. Do you remember falling in love?
You're saying I never loved my wife.
That's not true. Not true at all.
What do you know about it?
When her eyes, when you first saw them, do you remember her eyes?
They were green.
Green? Damn. Forest green. So deep. This can never end. Something she did with her hand when she danced.
You said that before. You should be my reflection. I should know you.
She could dance, and we could dance with her, and she could make every clumsy move seem graceful. We could connect. She would speak to me.
You. Not we now. You.
She would speak to me. She would speak to your spirit, but you couldn't see her speaking to me. You never knew why you needed her. Certainly never told her. I needed her. She gave me strength, and you gave her nothing.
You're a part of me.
No! I'm what you left a long time ago. I'm what you turned her back on a long time ago, and every time you, the spirit, returns here, we say, it's all going to be different. And every time, the same. And every time, the same crushing blows dealt by the hand of those trying to get the mind to believe in, I don't know what. And then I'm lost again, buried, banished. You turn away again and again, and it's killing me.
This can't be real. You're saying I'm not even whole.
This is real. This is more real than the illusion Harold Bimmel left behind last night when he went to sleep and never woke up. This is as real as it gets.
Someone please tell me what to do.
It doesn't work like that. Don't you get it? You make the choices. I am a slave to your will. I'm waiting on you.
Back or forward, it's up to you. Whatever you want to do.
What would any of it matter? No matter what I change, how is my life going to get any better?
Do you remember falling in love?
No.
Would you like to?
How?
You have the chance to change one thing. Imagine, instead of coming home, changing clothes, and going to bed, once, just once, allow your spirit to speak through you.
And what can my spirit say that hasn't already been said?
That Rachel was beautiful.
Even in her anger,
She was beautiful.
You're my... She was, wasn't she? How could I have forgotten that?
Always there.
Always waiting.
How would you change that? Her always waiting. If you could change that one thing, how would you do it?
I remember walking through the door, seeing her in the mirror, staring at her there, just before my last breath. It was almost as if I was trying to memorize her face. Somewhere inside, I guess some part of me knew.
It's the last time I was going to see her.
I remember thinking before I closed my eyes that it was over. I thought she was going to leave me or something. I never thought that I was going to... that this was the end. And never be able to tell her how much the sight of her every morning made me want to live another day. Go to work once more. Try to make enough to give her everything for my never being there. How much I needed to see her. Can I change that?
Oh, this is never going to end.
Fragile spirit, you said you could trust me. So, trust me. What? How would you change?
That last night. Just that last night. I don't think anything else would matter. But that last night, I'd like to tell her. Like her to know.
That we loved her once.
Yes. I guess, I don't know, that she was important. I don't know what I would change. I guess I'd still die 10 minutes later, but I think I could move on then. If she knew that.
And then?
And then I'll be ready. I swear.
Well, son, is the spirit willing?
Just one night, right?
Just one night. That's all I ask.
And we can move on.
If you so wish.
I'm ready when you are.
Thank you. How do we do this?
Don't tell what you know. One choice, gentle spirit, changes everything.